10 foods to avoid over 50. Today, we will be delving into the topic of 10 foods that individuals over the age of 50 should refrain from consuming. If you aspire to maintain good health as you age, it is crucial to recognize that food serves as medicine. While we may be familiar with this concept, resisting the allure of delectable dishes is not always effortless. However, if you seek a means to safeguard your well-being and evade common age-related ailments such as hypertension and diabetes, it might be time to consider abstaining from certain foods. In this video, we will explore 10 particular food items that can prove detrimental to the health and vitality of individuals above the age of 50. First and foremost, let's discuss the detrimental effects of soda consumption, making it the number one item to avoid. If you're over 50 and prioritize your health, soda should be at the top of your avoid list. This carbonated beverage harbors copious amounts of sugar, which can contribute to the development of diabetes and various other health complications. Moreover, soda contains phosphoric acid that can erode the calcium in your bones. Regularly consuming soda elevates your risk of heart disease and stroke. The American Diabetes Association advises limiting sugar intake to less than 10% of your total daily caloric intake. For men, this equates to approximately 50 grams, while women should aim for around 40 grams. To put it into perspective, if your daily calorie consumption is 2,000, which is typical for most individuals, no more than 200 of those calories should originate from sugar. Achieving this limit is quite challenging, as most people easily surpass it. Not only does soda contribute to weight gain due to its high sugar content, but it also contains artificial ingredients that can make your skin appear older and lackluster. Furthermore, soda fails to provide proper hydration and, in fact, can dehydrate you. If you seek a healthier substitute for soda, consider drinking water infused with lemon or lime for a refreshing twist. Alternatively, you can create your own nutritious soda by mixing real fruit juice with sparkling water. Next on the list is fast food, which is detrimental to the health of individuals of all ages, but particularly concerning for those over 50. As our bodies undergo changes with age, our nutritional needs evolve as well. Here are several compelling reasons why reducing fast food intake is crucial for individuals over 50 who strive to maintain good health. High caloric content: fast food meals can easily exceed 1,000 calories on average. Such excessive calorie intake can contribute to weight gain and associated health issues. Saturated fats and cholesterol: fast food is notorious for containing high levels of saturated fats and cholesterol. These components have the potential to clog arteries, leading to the development of heart disease. Sodium overload: fast food often contains excessive amounts of sodium, which can elevate blood pressure. This poses a significant risk for older adults who may already be susceptible to hypertension or high blood pressure. Lack of essential nutrients: fast food generally lacks the essential nutrients crucial for maintaining good health as one ages. Vital elements like fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants found abundantly in fresh fruits and vegetables are notably absent from fast food offerings. Moving on to number 3 on the list: processed meats. If you're over 50 and aiming to maintain good health, processed meats should be strongly avoided. Sausages, hot dogs, and deli meats fall into this category, and they tend to be high in saturated fats and sodium. Furthermore, these processed meats contain nitrates, which are added as preservatives but have been associated with an elevated risk of cancer. To introduce protein into your diet without the negative consequences mentioned, consider replacing processed meats with lean cuts of fresh meat, such as chicken breasts or fish. Enhance your meals by incorporating fresh vegetables, fruits, beans, and whole grains. These nutrient-rich alternatives offer a healthier balance. While processed meats may appear convenient for quick meals or when time is limited, they often contain high amounts of sugar. This additional factor increases the likelihood of developing heart disease and diabetes. Opting for whole, unprocessed foods will provide you with the necessary nutrients while minimizing the risks associated with processed meats. Now, let's turn our attention to number 4, white bread and pasta. These food items have been long-standing staples in the American diet, known for their versatility. Pasta finds its place in Italian dishes, while white bread serves as a base for sandwiches, toast, croutons, French toast, garlic bread, and much more. However, it is worth contemplating whether these foods may be impacting your health as you age. White bread and pasta rank high on the glycemic index, meaning they cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels followed by quick drops. Consequently, consuming these foods can leave you feeling hungry shortly after, and constant hunger is far from desirable. Moreover, white bread has been linked to elevated cholesterol levels over time. Opting for whole grains such as brown rice or quinoa proves to be a superior choice compared to processed counterparts like white flour or refined grains. Whole grains have a lower glycemic index, meaning they don't cause significant fluctuations in blood sugar levels. Additionally, they have a reduced impact on risk factors associated with heart disease, such as high cholesterol levels. By making the switch to whole grains, you can mitigate the negative effects of white bread and pasta. Whole grains provide sustained energy, keep you feeling satiated, and contribute to better heart health. So, when faced with the choice, opt for nutritious alternatives that offer a lower glycemic impact and a decreased likelihood of contributing to heart disease risk factors. 5. Dairy with added sugar. Dairy products, particularly those with added sugar, are known for their high calcium and protein content, which are essential for maintaining healthy bones. However, it's important to be aware that many dairy products also contain additional sugar. This becomes a significant health concern, especially for individuals aged 50 and above. To avoid this issue, it is crucial to carefully read the ingredients list on your dairy products. If you come across any form of sugar, such as corn syrup or evaporated cane juice, it's best to skip those options and look for alternatives without added sugars. An excellent choice is unsweetened almond milk, which offers a light and creamy texture without the excessive sugar content. Furthermore, consider incorporating calcium-rich dark leafy greens like spinach or kale into your diet. These vegetables provide the necessary nutrients to maintain strong bones, while allowing you to steer clear of dairy products that contain added sugars. 6. Grain-fed red meat. Grain-fed red meats have often been associated with negative health effects, but it's important to understand that not all red meats are the same. There's a significant distinction between grain-fed and grass-fed red meats, so there's no need to give up steak just yet. Red meat, in general, has been linked to heart disease and cancer, but grain-fed red meat has shown to be particularly concerning compared to other types. The issue lies in the fact that grain-fed cows are often given antibiotics and hormones, which can increase the likelihood of their meat containing bacteria and carcinogens. These chemicals can actually elevate the risk of developing cancer. On the other hand, grass-fed beef contains lower levels of saturated fat and cholesterol compared to grain-fed beef. This is because grass-fed cows consume their natural diet of grass. As a result, grass-fed beef has been found to have higher levels of beneficial nutrients such as vitamin A, E, and other antioxidants in comparison to grain-fed beef. 7. Low-fat or fat-free products. The popularity of low-fat or fat-free processed foods has surged in recent times, but it's important to understand that they may not be beneficial for your body. Here's why. Processed low-fat foods often compensate for the reduction in fat by increasing the sugar content, making them significant contributors to chronic diseases like obesity and diabetes. Moreover, since these foods are typically made from refined flours and sugars, they lack essential nutrients such as protein and fiber, leaving you with a high intake of empty calories. Another drawback is that the removal of fat from certain foods, such as cheese or chocolate, results in the loss of vital nutrients. For instance, cheese is naturally rich in vitamin B12, calcium, and potassium, nutrients that are essential for maintaining good health as you age. 8. Fried foods. Fried foods undoubtedly offer a delightful taste, but they are far from being healthy. The problem with fried foods lies in their high fat and salt content, and at times, they even contain trans fats. This combination is certainly not beneficial for your overall well-being. Furthermore, fried foods can contribute to weight gain due to their calorie-dense nature compared to alternatives like baked or grilled foods. Fortunately, there are numerous other enjoyable ways to savor your favorite fried dishes without encountering these drawbacks. Consider exploring alternative cooking methods, such as baking or utilizing an air fryer, which eliminates the need for excessive oil used in traditional frying. These methods allow you to achieve a similar crispy texture and delicious taste without compromising your health. 9. Refined grains. Refined grains are a group of foods that you should consider restricting or avoiding if you're over 50 and aiming for good health. These grains undergo processing that involves removing the fiber-rich bran, which is the outer layer, and the germ, which contains numerous nutrients. The resulting refined flour is then used in various products like bread, pasta, breakfast cereals, and baked goods. Due to this refining process, refined grains offer minimal nutritional value while contributing significant amounts of carbohydrates and sugar to your diet. They lack essential nutrients found in whole grains, making them a less favorable choice for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. 10. Excess sodium. Excessive sodium intake is a concern as sodium is a mineral required by the body in small amounts. However, consuming too much sodium can raise blood pressure and increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. The Institute of Medicine recommends that adults limit their sodium intake to no more than 2,300 milligrams per day. Unfortunately, most Americans consume between 3,400 to 4,700 milligrams daily, as reported by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. Excess sodium often originates from processed foods such as canned soups and vegetables, fast food meals with side sauces, cheese sauces and frozen dinners, and various condiments. We hope this list of foods to avoid after 50 has provided you with ideas on how to make healthier dietary choices. Additionally, we encourage you to watch our video on the recommended foods to consume if you're over 50. These foods are essential for maintaining a healthy and vibrant lifestyle. Please subscribe to our channel and like the video if you found it helpful. Stay tuned for our next video.